My name is Aditi Mohan, and I'm a junior at Chattahoochee High School. I think I'm known as a pretty positive person. I like to spread compassion and just positivity in general. I think it's really important to be kind to other people and take into account what they're going through. So what really inspired me to make Ear Savers for Healthcare Workers was my admiration and my respect for them. I think healthcare workers have always inspired me for their dedication to keeping the public safe. But during the pandemic, that respect only increased. And I saw day after day, I used to read articles about what's happening with the COVID situation, especially back in April when I started my project. There was a big air of uncertainty and no one really knew what was going on. So every morning I used to read the news, and one day I read an article and it was talking about how healthcare workers, especially those on the front line, they have a lot of irritation with their ears because they're wearing masks for so many long hours. So that was when I really understood that maybe I could do something about this. So I looked into really what could be done to alleviate that ear pain. And I came across ear savers. And ear savers are basically like a little strip of material, and they have two buttons on the ends. And basically you put the mask loops over the buttons, and they take the pressure off your ears and they put them onto the buttons. So they save a lot of just irritation from constantly rubbing those mask loops onto the ears. And after I made one, I crocheted one because I'm a pretty avid crocheter. I've been crocheting for I think 2 years now, and I really love to do it. So I realized I could crochet them. So I started crocheting them every night while watching TV. And soon I realized I had so many and I had to give them somewhere. So I contacted hospitals and asked if they would like to have them. And a lot of them said yes, so I donated them there. In my ear saver package, I typically like to send a variety of colors so they could choose. So I send a variety of different ear savers. I send a thank you note, and in some of the clinics I've donated to, I've also sent them care baskets. So in those, sometimes we included Girl Scout cookies because I'm a Girl Scout. I'm a Girl Scout ambassador, so I included some Girl Scout cookies. I included some goodies, baked goods. I think that in this pandemic, teens are actually being very active and trying to engage in their community. I have many examples of people who are just doing the best that they can in their situation, either helping their families by working a part-time job or just taking care of their siblings. I think that all of those also count, just helping the community in a way. But for me, this project was really important to me because it allowed me to use my hobby and use it in a way that would help so many people and just provide comfort, and especially to those on the front line. They're working really long shifts. They're taking on a lot of risk for themselves and their family. And just being able to help them is a really big privilege to me. I've always really admired healthcare workers, and I think this pandemic has really made me realize how hard they work, and I think that they should just get that appreciation. First of all, I've just expanded in the amount of them I've made. I think I've made over 250 ear savers now, and I think that includes, at least 15 different orders to hospitals. Some people have also reached out to me because I gained some publicity earlier in the pandemic, for the last couple months, and people have been reaching out to me asking for them for their sons and daughters who even live in other states. I recently had a lady who reached out to me and she asked me if I could make just a couple of ear savers for her family, and later I got an email from her saying that she sent them all across the country and they're really appreciative. So yeah, and then I've also expanded in I got a couple more people to help me make them, and I partnered with a new nonprofit in our community. It's called Raha, and I basically, a few of their members also decided that they would like to make some, so they have been making them as well and distributing them to the community. I just think it's really important to give them the appreciation that they need, because they are essentially just saving people, you know what I mean? This pandemic has really kind of opened my eyes to the work that they do. I've always been interested, but yeah, I think that they are just really selfless in a way, because they spend many years getting the training required, and even after that initial training is done, they spend hours and hours at work. They sacrifice family time, and in this case they're even sacrificing time with their family. They're putting their families and themselves at risk, going in direct contact with the virus, and just basically so we could have our comfort. My advice is basically trust in yourself and know what you like to do, because there's no point in doing community service which doesn't mean anything to you. Find something which you're passionate about, and find something that you could see yourself doing just day after day and not getting tired of it. And once you find it, just go after it, pursue it in any way that you can, and yeah, just keep on going. You're gonna do great.